BMW's venerable compact crossover is back with an all-new design, updated naming nomenclature, new hybridized powertrains, and a noticeable lack of buttons on the interior. Let's check it out. The outgoing third-generation X3 was the first X3 to really feel like a true BMW in both its design on the interior and its driving dynamics. This new one takes the model into the company's next-generation design ethos, and with that, bringing polarized opinions as usual. I land on the positive side of things. I actually think this looks pretty darn good. Though it has a more squat, tall hatchback shape like the iX, I think this X3 pulls that off in all the ways that the iX simply doesn't. This thing is properly sporty and modern, especially in the M50 model. But of course, let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Speaking of model names, this is the second BMW model after the new 1 Series over in Europe to start the transition away from the I suffix in its model names. As such, the two versions available at launch will be the X330 xDrive and the X3 M50 xDrive. The letter I will only be seen on their electric cars this moment forward. However, this is still riding on the outgoing model's same platform. The upcoming electric iX3 will be the first true new class-based X3. The 30 xDrive model of course comes standard with all-wheel drive, though it doesn't look like an sDrive rear-wheel drive model is in the cards, at least at launch. The 30's new hybridized B47 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder makes 255 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. Its 48-volt mild hybrid setup gives it those increased power figures, though acceleration remains the same as last year at 6 seconds flat for 0 to 60. The M50 xDrive also receives a boost by way of electrification of the B57 3-liter twin-turbo inline 6. 393 horsepower, 428 pound-feet of torque, both sizable jumps over the outgoing model. It also doesn't get any faster to 60 miles per hour, so expect 4.4 seconds for that time. Where both of these engines should improve is of course in efficiency. In combination with the lovely outgoing 8-speed automatic, the 48-volt system will help the engines out with torque delivery and fuel savings when coasting, idling, and using the engine auto start-stop. Inside, things get very simple, almost looking like a cross between the outgoing X3 and the latest mini models like the Countryman. Though the X3 runs the extremely layered iDrive 9 infotainment system, the lack of physical controls is something that existing owners will have to get used to if they decide to spring for the new one. You'll find touch buttons for certain functions, but you can still use the wheel controller on the center console to control the new curved display. It's certainly attractive in photos, but it will be up to you to decide if this is the kind of functionality you want in your $50,000 luxury crossover. More specifically, pricing starts at $50,675 with destination for that 30 xDrive model, while the M50 xDrive will start at $65,275. The lack of that base sDrive rear-wheel drive model explains the massive price jump, but like with all German cars, you can still rack those prices up really high with packages and options. Overall though, I think this is a pretty elegant redesign of what is likely the last gas-powered X3 model we'll ever get. Unless plans change, of course. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and be on the lookout for these to come out of the Spartanburg, South Carolina plant in the 4th quarter of this year.